Hi team. So in the previous videos you have discussed about the Python data type, especially collection data type, that is the string and list, and we have asked you to go to the tuple data type. So let us start from that. If you are directly watching this one, please go to the previous video so that you will find the continuity. So let us start today what is meant by data structure. Python provides a built-in data structures to store, organize the data efficiently. So we have some most commonly used data structures that are string, list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So from the previous session or the video, we completed about the string, list data type. That's why they are highlighted. Now the remaining three data types we are going to discuss in today's topic or in the video, that is tuple, set, and dictionary. So these helps in sorting, accessing, or managing the data from different programming needs. So let us go to the next slide. So what is meant by tuple data type? So a tuple data type is nothing but it is an ordered data type and it is an immutable collection of elements. So already we have seen some examples in the previous session, like the string list and tuple will have only the difference in the type of parenthesis or the brackets you are going to use. So the tuple is encoded with a pair of parentheses, or else you can call them as small brackets as well, whereas the string listed data type is containing with the square brackets, and all the remaining is same. So let us go to some practical session. So these are the some examples we have seen in the previous session, and you can see like how to add the data, how to alter the data in the list, how to remove some element from the list we have seen, and we found finally concluded that list is the mutable data type. Now the same thing we are going to do for tuple data type. So tuple is equal to, let us take one parenthesis. I want to take some random data. Now I want to print tuple value. You can see I'm able to print it is ordered value, means whatever the values I have given in the same position, the values are printing in the same value. Now I can print type of tuple, and I want to print one more thing, that is length of tuple. So I want to find even length of this one. So tuple is the data type itself, it's saying it is a tuple data type, and the length is 4. Now we need to do altering. So first we need to do indexing. Now I want to find the tuple of -2. So -2 means it should give from the negative back at the end, from the end we are going to do. So it will obviously take 5.67. Yes, you are getting. Now I want to alter the data. So tuple of -2 value is equal to, I want to make it as Python. Just I want to replace the data. If you see the output you are getting, tuple object does not support the item assignment. The output is saying that we cannot change the tuple values. Why we are not able to change means already we have seen them in the previous slide. Tuple is an immutable. The rest everything is common in the list and tuple. The list is mutable data type, whereas tuple is an immutable data type. So okay. Uh, rest everything is same. So I hope you got this one. If you are not able to understand the list, go back to the previous one, and let us start the new collection, that is set data type. So coming to the set, a set is an unordered collection of unique elements. So previously if you seen in the list data type or the tuple data type, you seen they are called unordered data type. But set is the special data structure or the data type in Python which is unordered collection. So this is very important even in the interview. What is an unordered collection in Python? The answer will be the set data type. It is an unordered collection and it contains only unique elements. Now, if you see the syntax, these are enclosed with a pair of curly brackets where all the data will be same like list or tuple, but they can contain all, they are enclosed with the form of curly brackets. And you can see some characteristics of this set data type, that is they are unordered data type, they are mutable, no duplicate values can be stored, and fast membership testing can be happened here. Now let us see some practical examples. What does the set data type does? Okay. So just now we have seen set data types. So set data types are having few characters. Let us make a note. First one is nothing but it is an unordered data type. Second one is it contains only unique values. And there is one more third important point that is to be remembered in the set is it contains only immutable values. So these are the three important things that you need to remember when you are discussing about the set data type. Now let us see some examples before going to this data. So that is nothing but, now I want to take one example for set. Now let us take set example 1 is equal to, I'm just taking, I want to take some numbers. Let me take Python and I want to take one boolean, and finally I'll take one float value. Now if you see, first let me show set example 1. You can see there are total 4 values, that is first value is 21, second value is Python, third value is true, and the fourth value is 5.67. So the length is coming and I want to print type of set example 1. Even data type is showing it is a set data type. Now if I print the example 1, you can see output. First it is showing 21. Second value is 5.67. But 5.67 is the last value to me in my input value. But the Python stores unorderly, means because the Python set data type stores random memory. So the memory is not ordered like a list or tuple in set. So that is the one major difference. That's the reason we'll say set is an unordered data type. So the values will be stored in randomly. And the second point that you need to remember is it contains only unique values. So let me take one example of a set. Second example is equal to, I want to take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm just taking double 1, double 2. Now if I print set example 2, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 as the output. Even 1 is repeated twice and 2 is repeated twice, but the set never ever stores the repeated values. So it is the important data types. If you want to remove the duplicates directly, you can make them into set, or you can convert the values into the set, so that automatically the duplicate values will be removed in the set data type. Now if I print Lenovo set example 2, you can see the output it is 4. So that is the reason I want to say like set can store only unique values. It cannot contains duplicate values. Now one good example I'm going to give to you. Let us see how many members will do this example. Let me take 12 set Let me take true, false. I want to take one boolean value, already taken false and true, one float, and I'm just taking one example of again integers and float. Now everyone know, just you can pause a video for a second and try to answer what is the len of share example. So you can stop here because this is very important example. Now if I run this one, I'll get answer is 5. But majority of the candidates, like even some experienced people, will treat this example as the total values are 7. So why? Because if you see, just now we have seen that our set will contains only the unique values. So here true, false and 1 and 0 both are same values, they are duplicate values. Let me print the example so you can understand what are getting repeated. You can see 1 and 0 is not storing in the set data type. Why? Because in previous data types first video we have discussed it, the internal value of true will be 1 and the internal value of false will be 0. These both are boolean data type. So since the boolean values are already stored, their internal values are 1 and 0. After that again if you want to store the same values, Python will not accept the duplicate values. That's the reason 1 and 0 will not be taken as a valid values for the example. So this is very important point you need to remember. And the third point I said, what is the third point? It contains only immutable values. Now, up to now you have seen the data types. If you follow the last two videos, integer, float, complex, boolean, tuple, string and list, we completed up to this data type. Among this data type, if you see, only list is the data type that is immutable. Even in this video we discussed it before tuple. So list can be changed, the values can be changed in the list data type. Now the var set data type can store only immutable values. Now let us see one example. Example 3 is equal to, I want to take one integer, float value, boolean, just now we have seen, complex value I want to store, and then one string value, and I want to take one tuple as well, 43, 56, 78.456, closing the tuple, closing the set. Now if I print example 3, I can see first value is the tuple and I can see the complex is able to store, integer can be accepted, float can be accepted, boolean can be accepted, string can be accepted. Means all these data types are, you can see they all are considered as the immutable data type. Now let us store another example in the place of set, that is a list. So again I'm taking some integer float with one list data type. I can see the error, unhashable type list, means list cannot be stored in the set data type. Why? Because list is a immutable data type. So immutable data type cannot be stored into the set data type. That's the reason except a list. So you can remember one thing here, one important point you need to remember: integer, float, boolean, complex are also be considered as the immutable data types, which is very important to be noted. integer, float, complex, and boolean. All these four together, what we have said, they all are called individual data types. So all the individual data types are considered as an immutable data types. I hope you are clear. Now we came to this point. Now you understood what is set. Set will store unordered. Set will store the values unorderly. It contains only unique data and it contains only immutable values. Now I want to take one example which contains example 3. Now in this example 3, if I take example 3 of 0 value. So according to me, example 3 first value is 12. But according to the output, it stores the first value as the tuple. So what will I get there as the output? Either 12 or the tuple. If you say 12, you are wrong. And if you say tuple, even that is wrong. Why? Because set object will not allow indexing. Important point should to be noted. Set data type does not support indexing. Very important point. If set data type does not support indexing, can I do altering? No, yes, it is not possible. Why it is not possible in the sense, if you see the syntax variable of index, yes, hope you are getting variable of index is equal to new value. So this is the example or the syntax for the altering. This one just we have done in the previous session for the list. Now if you want to do the same thing, we require indexing. But indexing is not supported in Python. Set data type. Why? Because the set is storing the values randomly, and according to the input there will be some values. According to the output, the same position some other values can be there, since because they are storing randomly and it is unordered data type. So Python set data type cannot function indexing or altering. Now the question is, if set does not support to altering or indexing, is the set data type is mutable or immutable? Yeah, obviously 95% of the people will think that it is immutable data type. But if you see our previous slide, just you can see what we mentioned. Set is a mutable data type. It is not immutable, it is immutable. Hey, how? Mutable means the value should be changed. If I want to change, I require indexing, but the set does not support indexing. Then how it is possible? Just pause the video and have you look. If you come back to the previous session, we discussed something about mutable or immutable, and I said changes can be altering, adding a new value, or deleting. Any one operation is able to perform. If you are able to perform any one operations among the three, then that data type is considered as a mutable data type. Now set is not supporting for altering because of not indexing, but set will support for adding and deleting. This is very important. I hope you are getting it. Okay, now let us see, even though a set data type cannot store altering or cannot perform indexing, I can add a new value. Add a new value in set using add function. In the list it is append, but in the set it is add. In the future videos, we'll see all the inbuilt functions of each data structure separately. There you will see again all these examples. Okay. Now, example 3 dot add. I want to add the student name. Can I get your name? Radha. Example 3. You can see Radha was added newly in the example. In previous example, you cannot see Radha, but in the new example 3, the value was added here. Now to add the value, we can add a new value by using add function. To remove existing value, same like list, here you are using remove function. I want to remove boolean value now. Example 3. You can see in previous example I'm getting boolean. Now I'm in the current example I cannot see boolean. So what you can remember is set can perform add and remove functions. So changes can be happen. You can add some new value. You can delete some existing value. Something you are able to modify the original data set. So obviously if you are able to perform, they are considered as what? Mutable data type. Yes, yes, yes. They are called mutable data type. So that's the reason set is considered as the mutable but not immutable. And I want you to, okay, so let me run this. Okay. I have rerendered the same cell again. So already in my memory the value true was deleted. So I cannot delete one more time this true. So that's the reason you are getting error. Okay. Now if you want to make it active again, I want to add true. No, you will not get error because I have added and just removed. If I execute again, I'll get error because in the memory true was deleted. If you still again running the same code, you will get error. Already I have deleted. There is no true in my current example. Again you are asking me to delete, which cannot be possible. So obviously you will get error. Okay, don't get panic. Now I have one small code. I will give in the next session. You can practice up to here in the set. Okay. Just now we have completed the set data types. Like we have seen few examples. It will remove the duplicates. It will perform some mathematical operation. A membership checking can be performed. Yeah, we'll discuss all these things. First, you need to understand what is data types in here. Okay, and if you see, you can see nested list. You can see nested tuple. But can you see nested set? Within a set, another set can be stored. Think and let me know. You can stop the video. But actually it will not happen. Yes, it will not happen. Why? Because set data type is mutable value. Just now you have seen you can add some new value. You can delete some existing value. So obviously it cannot store it is a mutable data type. So if it is a mutable, can I store mutable values in set? No. So that's the reason set data type will not allow nested set. So nested set in the set, within the set you cannot store the another set because it is mutable, but it will store only immutable values. I'm mentioning, repeating one more time. You can have your note. Set is a mutable data type, but it contains only immutables. It will not store the mutable values. Hope you clear. So we have came into the last picture, that is dictionary data type. So the last data structure, that is dictionary. So a dictionary stores the data in the form of key and value pairs. So the syntax, it is like a JSON format. If you already know the JSON format, it is same like JSON. Actually, JSON is same like dictionary. Okay, so it is in the form of key and values are paired together in the dictionary. Variable is equal to key here, where name is key and the value for the name is John, and age is the key and the value for age is 20. Branch is CSC. Now these keys and values are separated with the colon. Now the key and value put together we are saying as a single value. Generally up to now in the string list tuple set we have seen all the values are individual, but in the dictionary it is the paired data and it stores in the form of key value pairs. Even it is also a mutable data type. Keys must be unique. Fast data retrieval using keys. Okay, I'll explain these 2 points. You need to remember these things. This will store in the form of key and value pairs, and keys must be unique data. So let us have some fun here as well. Now I'm just taking some employee. So employee is equal to name is equal to John. Now let me take age is 20 and let me take department. Department is equal to testing. Okay. Now if I print the employee, I can get name is John, age is 20 and department is testing department. Now let us see type of employee. I'm getting it is a dictionary data type, and if I want to see, yeah, what we need to see, length of this one. Yes, length of dictionary, you can see, sorry, the variable name is emp, not sorry, I have given wrong. Yeah, there are total three values. So what is the three value? Name John is first value, age and 20 is the second value, dictionary, that is department and testing, will be the third value. So that's the reason we will see key and value paired together, we are calling it as a single value, but in the place of individual they are paired data, means all together key and value together is called as a single value. Now in this one the keys should be unique. Again in the dictionary you need to remember. So before going to this one, I want to make one data. Let me take this one. Okay, in the dictionary the keys should be the unique values and it should be immutable. Now I'll just show one good example to get you understand what is meant by why if keys are repeated what will happen. Now I'm just taking the couples data. Let me take couples is equal to, I want to take three people names, Virat, Anushka, Vijay, Rashmika, and I want to take Arjun with Neha. Okay, now if I print this data, I'm getting Virat versus Anushka, Vijay versus Rashmika, and Arjun versus Neha. Now I want to add one more new person here. Now let me take a new person called, I want to add it the first. So now let me take one new person called some x person has y1. You can say X versus Y, Virat versus Anushka, etc. 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 So if you print the line of the couples, you are getting total 4 couples. Now I want to take same thing, couple of, I want to repeat the key here. Couple, sorry, the name is XXX. X is the value containing some W as value. Now X key will remove the Y value and it will update with the W value. Means what is happening here in the sense, when the keys are getting repeated, the previous values will be removed and the new value will be reordered. So it will be allocate in the same memory. So when the keys are repeating, it will not store the duplicate data like the set. And the keys should not be the immutable, the keys should be the immutable. So we cannot store the keys as mutable value, that is set or list, except those two. All the remainings can be taken. Even dictionary cannot be taken, since dictionary is also the mutable data type. Rest everything you can be taken. So you have understood why the set or dictionary data type will not store duplicate data. Since the set is storing random memory allocation, the same example will be comes into the dictionary case. Hope you got up to here. Okay. Now if I print couples of 0, I should get either X, I should get only Y, or I should get X is to Y together paired. What you'll think? Okay, let me run. You can see the error. Why? Because even in the dictionary, normal indexing cannot be possible. In dict, keys are acting as, sorry, indexing. So if you want to target any value, you need to call in the place of couple of key X. Then I can get the value. Or else if I give the name here is Arjun, then I can get the value of the data. So nothing but in the dictionary you cannot get normal indexing. You have to use the keys as the indexing points. Now that's the only difference in the dictionary, except the rest everything is fine. Now I want to replace the x value with the y. Already you are getting x value is a w. I want to give some name to the w. So let me take couples of xxx is to, I want to mention one name called Geeta. Sorry, this is not the way. Yeah, variable of index is equal to new value. So the new value is Geeta. Now if I print couples, you can see X was the previously it was storing a www. Now the value was replaced with the Geeta because altering can be possible. Now if you want to add any new value, so couples variables dot update function, within the parenthesis you need to take curly brackets, and my key name is called, let me take a key called Mohan, and the value for Mohan is, let us assume, Priya. You can see Mohan and Priya, you can add the new data. Yes, you are able to add some new key and value. If I want to remove X now, here not remove del, the variable name is couples and the key name is xxx. Now if I print couples, I can see only Virat and Vijay, Arjun and Mohan, but I cannot see the X versus Geeta. Why? Because I have deleted them from the dictionary. So this is the way in the dictionary if you want to change the values so the data can be replaced. So you are able to modify the original data. So that is the reason dictionary is considered as mutable data type. So we have completed all the data types. You can go through this one. So I'm just giving the conclusion. Integer, float, complex, boolean, all the individual data types are considered as the immutables. And in the collections, if you see, string is immutable, you cannot modify the data. Tuple is immutable, you cannot modify the data. The rest three data types or the structures, that is list, set and dictionary. These are the three data types that are called immutable data type. Why they are able to mutable means list can add some new data, it can remove some data, it can alter its value. Even in the same way set also can be done, dictionary can be done, but in the set indexing cannot be performed and altering cannot be performed, but adding and deleting can be performed in the set data type. Indexing, everything can be performed in the dictionary, but normal indexing cannot be happen. But here keys are acting as the index. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you understood the topics and if you felt the video is helpful, please do subscribe and like this channel, like this video. It will be helpful for the other people. Thank you and we'll meet in the next video.